Hey there, I'm Colin, and welcome back to another episode of Colin's Court. Today we are going to be following up our racket spec video and talk about what string you should select for your racket. When you order a racket, they typically come unstrung, and so you will need to select a string to put in it. Otherwise, you'll be going nowhere fast. Now this video is for beginners who are just starting out and might be buying their very first racket. There are a plethora, go me. There are a plethora of strings out there to choose from, and trying to figure out which one to go with can be incredibly overwhelming. So let me break down the four main types of string for you real quick. They are synthetic gut, multi-filament, natural gut, and polyester. Each have a different internal structure, as you can see here, thus providing different characteristics and feel when hitting the ball. We have four different types, and if we go to tennisexpress.com, no, they are not a sponsor, but it would be pretty cool if they were. Click on string, we see there are 27 brands to choose from. Now I know what you're thinking. 27 brands? What? But rest at ease, my fellow tennis compadres. We are going to keep this simple. The string we're going to focus on today is synthetic gut, or what is commonly referred to in the tennis world as syn gut. Syn gut is made of nylon and has a solid core which is wrapped with other strands to help enhance its playability. Another benefit of syn gut is its price. Let's click on the big red W again and scroll down until we see Wilson Synthetic Gut. Click on that and we see a glorious price of $4.75. If we click back and scroll up, as we're scrolling, we see a string priced anywhere from $11 all the way up to $42 for a single set. So $4.75? Yeah, sign me up. Now again, this video is intended for beginners and what I recommend they use to get started. So no, you should not be breaking the bank when getting into this sport. But Federer and Novak use natural gut, and Nadal uses RPM Blast. We want to use that. Hey, by all means, go for it. If you're wanting to go that route, awesome. I know you'll more than likely enjoy using that string because I use a high-end string and I love it. But hear me out for a second. One, professionals like Fed, Novak, and Nadal don't have to pay for their equipment and haven't for nearly 2 decades. Perks of the job. And two, these guys are professional. Their strokes are world-class and they are very in tune with their equipment. They truly can feel the difference from one string to the next. So for those just starting out, syn gut is a great option that is carried by dozens of brands and will provide you with the playability that you need. Now let's walk through buying a racket. Go to tennisexpress.com, click on rackets, find the racket that you want, select your grip size, click add to cart, and we see this window pop up asking us if we want to order it unstrung, strung, or with hybrid string. Ignore the hybrid stringing for now and click on strung. Because I have selected a Wilson racket, Wilson string is the first that will pop up on the list. The same will go for whichever brand you choose to go with. Head rackets will queue up head string, and Babolat rackets will queue up Babolat string. But you will be able to change that if you so choose. Starting from the left, you have different options. You can select by different brands, you can select by family or type of string, you could select by color, or even select by gauge. Wait. What's gauge? You didn't talk about that. Gauge simply refers to the thickness of the string, and starting out, you'll look to stay with a 16 gauge, which will be the most common size for synthetic gut. In future videos, I'll go more and more in depth with all the different specs that both rackets and string have to offer, but for now, we're going to keep it as simple as we can. Now we see here that we click on synthetic gut power tennis string, and what's that? It's 100% off and we get it for free. Depending on the racket you select, Tennis Express will offer certain string at no additional cost. Now we can select a few different colors. Let's go crazy and choose pink. Then it gives us a place to select tension, which will be in pounds. Now let's go back to thinking about our racket like a trampoline. The tighter the racket is strung or the higher the pounds are, the less spring and more control you get, and vice versa. The looser the racket is strung or the lower the pounds are, the more spring and less control you get. When you look at your racket specs, one of them is called tension, which is also sometimes listed on the racket itself. Every racket has a recommended tension that each brand will suggest for their product. It is usually a range of 10 pounds. So for the Wilson blade I've selected, its recommended tension is between 50 and 60 pounds. You can absolutely go higher or lower than this. However, starting out, it would be best to pick a tension that is right in the middle. For this blade, I'll be picking 55 pounds right in the middle. Down the road, if I want to get a bit more spring, I'll string the racket a little bit looser. And if I want a little bit more control, I'll string it a little tighter. So after you select your tension, hit select string, scroll down and click add to cart, finish the checkout process, and boom, you've ordered your first racket. Again, in later videos, I'll dive deeper down the tennis string rabbit hole, where there are thousands of rackets, string, and tension combinations you can choose from. But let's take it one step at a time, okay? To wrap it up, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. If you found this video to be helpful, please hit the like button down below. And if you have any thoughts, questions, or observations, please leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.